Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There's Porter back at you. Got some footage I'm going to record here. There's supposed to be a little rally going on down here. Going to see what they got going on. And you see there's helicopters up in the air, multiple helicopters. And we're going to see what we can see. Said that somebody almost hit somebody and the cops didn't do anything. I'm not too sure what happened. But let's go see what's going on over here, guys. We got channel 5, we got channel 7, I believe channel 25, and I think you got another neighborhood channel over here. So let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we can see. Let's see. As you can see, there's helicopters up in the air there. There's quite a few of them up there. Let's get over there and see what's really going on and go from there. CBS News is here. Let's get over there and see let's get into the thick of this now.
Thank you. We need it, bro. We need it. You can take a poster too if you want. Join the revolution. Donations help.
I want us to have the court inside the room. It's time to work this neighborhood, man. We got flyers in every single single doorstep in Boston is going to have information on what's going on. Because the news isn't doing it, y'all. When I walk around this neighborhood, Terrence was killed on that doorstep over there. When I walk around this neighborhood and I talk to people who live here, they don't know. They don't even know what happened. And when you hear a news report about suspect was killed, there was a shooting, but luckily the officer's okay. What about the rest of the story? Pay attention, because when Hope Coleman's son, when Terrence was killed, the story changed 3 times. The commissioner opened his trap and changed the story at least 3 times. Y'all need to pay attention. Y'all need to pay attention, and you need to come out just like this. You hear about a story, you hear about somebody get killed, we come out just like this. Let them know, not one more. Not one more. Not one more, y'all. I can't afford to lose any of you, okay? And it's very interesting that now we're wearing masks. So we're taking away all those illusions. We're taking away all those biases. We're living from here now. We're living from here, y'all. Okay? So the heart of it all, Hope Coleman. The mother of Terrence Coleman is coming. And I'm stalling for her, y'all. I'm stalling. Here she comes. She's coming? Huh? What? Let me give you, oh sorry, she's on her way. Let me give you an overview of what's going on, okay? So those of you who are maybe not so familiar with mass action, I'm gonna do a formality just to educate you all on who we are as an organization. There are 5 principles of unity. You can find them on our Facebook page in the About section. We wrote this about 5 years ago, 2015. Mass action of police brutality is, number 1, open to all victims of police brutality, their families and allies in communities of color, immigrant communities, unions, student groups, women's rights groups, churches, LGBT folks, and all defenders of democratic rights who want to fight for the prosecution of the police and to end institutionalized racism. To end institutionalized racism. To fight for the prosecution of the police in national cases. All right? Like Michael Brown Jr., Eric Garner, Aiyana Stanley Jones. I want you to say these names after me. Michael Brown Jr. Eric Garner. Aiyana Stanley Jones. To local cases like Burrell Ramsey White. Dennis Reynoso. And all other cases of police brutality. From criminal acts by municipal, state, and federal police to housing, transit, campus, and private police and all other forms of police. Number 2, a campaign that will agitate, educate, investigate, mobilize, can move on. Okay? Until then, we remember this. I campaign for prosecution of the police. We demand the prosecution of the police in the case of again, here we go. Michael Brown, Eric Garner, Ayanna Stanley Jones, Burrell Ramsey White, Dennis Reynoso, and the jailing of those who are guilty of these and other savage acts of abuse. We also demand the opening of all past cases of police brutality. Every single one of them. There are so many names, y'all. There's a website called Killed by the Police. I want you to go to that website. For every single year, there's a spreadsheet. In the first columns, it has the victim's name, if there is a name. It might say unidentified. It has the victim's age. It has the sex of the victim. And it has articles. News articles where you can learn a little bit more about each person. Okay? These are a lot of names, y'all. 400 so far. It's not even halfway into the year. Okay? Let's turn this around.
And that's only what's been reported.
Exactly. You look familiar. You look mad familiar. Boston Small. Okay. Okay. We also demand the opening of all past cases of police brutality, abuse, and murder. Okay? Unfortunately, we have to prioritize. It's not right. We have to prioritize because we get a lot of calls from people who see the police doing stuff wrong. But right now, we have to be focused on the murders, which is really messed up, y'all. Because the police are out here traumatizing people, and it's not right. And the prosecution and punishment of the police who are guilty. Further, we demand an end to the harassment and intimidation of victims and witnesses of police brutality. Put your fist up if you've been traumatized. We are all witnessing this. We demand an end to the harassment and intimidation of victims and witnesses of police brutality, as well as a full financial compensation for victims and their families. There's no price here. There's no price, but we're going to keep pushing. This campaign will not be used to organize or promote FBI investigations, federal mediation, federal receivership, civilian review boards, body cameras, more minority police, racial sensitivity training, or other methods like these as a way to defend the community against police brutality. I ain't got time for that. I don't know. Y'all got time for that? It's over. Whatever. These methods are not designed to prosecute the police, but rather to, quote, restore public confidence in the police. I don't know about you, but they need to earn it. They need to earn it. They're used to diffuse demands for prosecuting police brutality and minimize punishment for guilty cops. However, we recognize that honest opponents of police brutality who support or demand for prosecution can have honest differences of opinion on the above questions. So if you want, for example, body cameras, if you want more legislation, if you want whatever it is that you want, you can still be part of mass action, all right? I'll just give you the one exception in a little bit. So these fighters are free to participate in the campaign with the understanding that the principles of unity must be abided by. We don't have to agree on everything, but the one thing we agree on is we don't want anybody else killed, okay? We don't want anybody else killed. We will not accept it. We will not accept it. Now pay attention to number 5, because this is the difference between Mass Action and many of these other funded organizations. Number 5. Members, former members, or people in training or working to become members of any police organization are excluded from participation in the campaign. So, if you wanted to be a good cop and they ended up screwing you over, you gotta talk to the police organizations. We can't help you. We can't help you. I'm sorry. We're here for the people. People who are working or who have worked as prosecutors, probation officers, or in similar capacities for the court system are excluded from participation in the campaign. Police informants and past informants are excluded from participation in the campaign. This is the time when we have community meetings that police and undercover police are escorted out of the room. So I will just say, excuse yourself. Excuse yourself. All right? So, without further ado, I want to give you an overview of what we're doing today, what we're doing this evening. I'll give you an overview of what we're doing this evening, and that is we are having a peaceful demonstration. We are going to be social distancing, okay? So everybody do your best to really keep yourself safe, all right? We'll do your best to keep yourself safe, and then we're gonna be walking together. We're gonna be walking this earth, and we're gonna be stomping our feet, and we're gonna be screaming at the top of our lungs, and we're gonna make the earth shake, and we're gonna make people know that we are here for each other. This used to be an all-black community. And I maybe don't look my age, but it was an all-black community, and these houses were being sold for $1 when I was a little kid. I've seen this neighborhood change, and I've tried to even flyer in this neighborhood, and people are scared of me. They won't take a flyer from me. This is before the masks, okay? So we're gonna go through this neighborhood. There's a mix of people. There's a very diverse community. But what I really do hope is that we go with open hearts, and we are received by open hearts, okay? And we're gonna walk up Washington Street. We're gonna follow this truck. We're gonna be organized. You guys are part of Mass Action today. You're part of Mass Action. We're gonna do this together. The police are on notice, y'all. They are on notice. We are exercising our First Amendment to peacefully come together. And hopefully, as we go through this neighborhood, as many other times have happened, it's happened, people will shout out their windows, give us the ooh, 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 and they're gonna join us, and they're gonna cheer us on, and they're gonna feel full in the heart. Yes. All right, so we're gonna go up Washington Street, and we're gonna go through the neighborhoods, and we're gonna actually end up in Dudley, all right? I wanna keep going, but everyone tells me my routes are too long. So we're gonna go in Dudley, we're gonna end in Dudley today. Please pay attention to the people who are wearing our orange vests, okay? We will be directing you along the route. We are also going to be followed by some cars. So we have a caravan of cars that are behind us. So it'll be the truck, the people, and then the car caravan. All right? And let's be safe, y'all. This is our neighborhood. This is our world. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose city? Our city. believe we have one very important person who's the heart of this fight here. Hope Coleman. We believe in hope. 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 We believe in hope.
Thank you all for coming out.
Hold off over there. Do you have any cycles there currently?
It's been hard since my son was killed at 245 Summit Ave. I was a witness of my son's murder. But I've been trying to keep it strong by traveling around, speaking out, fighting for justice for all. And I again thank Mass Action. Also, I just got back from Minnesota in March, speaking out for justice with a Cordell Handy. They also, Kimberly Handy, also gave me a certificate for my son's gravestone, and I thank them for that. I also been to Ferguson, Mike Brown's, and Mike Brown been here support me also, along with Tony Taylor and other Moors. I've been fighting and fighting for justice. To be there at my son's death, I just... Just last couple of months ago, I met with my attorney, and I can't say too much of anything, but I wound up in the ER. I had a panic attack and asthma, but I still traveled to get my son justice. I traveled all around to everybody to hear my voice. I've been in Vegas. We meet with other mothers from around the country. The last one was Friday the 13th of March. That was in Minnesota. And they treated me very good. Because our mothers always know what we're going through. We know what, each one of us know how we are. They don't understand how we feel. I can't enjoy the holidays. But the ones that killed my son, they can go on holiday trips, wake up the next morning, say good morning, good night, Mom, Dad. But with me, I shed tears, but it's time for my tears to stop because I'm going to keep fighting for justice. When they talk about me, when they lie on me, I smile and I take my damn medicine. B.B. Wyber, listen to that song. But to be there and accused of a mother not being there with her son, that's horrible. Evans had said I wasn't there with my son when they killed him, but I was knocked down with my son. My son was 31 years old. I only enjoyed 31 years of my son. It should have been me instead of my son. But I pray every day. I pray every day for these cars to be accountable. Every single car. Punk. It's time for a damn change. It's time for a change. going to Minnesota. They're going to stop me now. We're going to worry about the police killing our kids. Thank you all once again for coming out. I also do paintings online. I used to be an artist. That's one of my paintings when you enter in here. That's one of my paintings someone put out there that I gave. But I'm gonna keep on painting. If I had to put one everywhere. Because we're not gonna give up on Terrence and everybody else for justice. It's time for a damn change. I might be old, but I'm still gonna keep on talking.
Stay right here. Okay, so there's a reason why we're waiting. We have more people coming, more and more people coming, and very important person that's coming. Thank you all. Very, very important person coming. Is another mother.
All right, so yeah, we're waiting for one of the other mothers, the mother of Osama Rahim, to arrive. She's very close. So I just wanted to give the mic to Marilyn. I'm sorry. This woman came all the way from New Hampshire, and she had some words for us. She has some prayers. She's a online prayer call that she runs.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here to tell you all that I have a 24-hour, 24 prayer for fear. Okay? And I live to come to pray for everybody in the world and every last one of you out here. I am praying for everybody. Today I want this to be a peaceful walk. No matter what is said, no matter what is done, be peaceful. Because it is the only way God can hear your prayers. Be peaceful. Be peacul. So God can hear your prayers for justice. If you are praying with all your heart and all your might, God will hear your prayers for justice. I want everybody to take 1 second, bow your head for the mothers. Amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen. Lift your head, bow your head one more time for the people who are hosting this. Be peaceful for them. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus. In the name of Jesus, that today will be peaceful no matter what anybody does or say, because God is in control. He hears your prayers. Pray as you walk. Pray as you talk. Pray wherever you go. I live this life every day with prayers, and God is the only one can bring justice. No other way. So keep your head and stay in peace. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, you put the blood upon the cross to set race. We all are one world and one God. We have nothing else but God. And through God our prayers can be heard. So I ask upon you in the name of Jesus, in the name of your mighty will, that justice will be served, but it will be served in peace. Amen, amen, amen.
Amen, baby! Yes, mama!
Give it up for Marilyn. She came all the way from New Hampshire to join us. This is one of the things that I wanted to point out. And we've been at this for 5 years, as I've explained, so actually much longer than that. But in the last 5 years, there's been an uptick, historical, really. We haven't seen a nationwide protest movement against police brutality sustained like this. This is a historical moment that we're in. Unprecedented. Okay, so, sorry about that. Basically, you heard from Hope Coleman. There's so many other families in her situation. They've been looked over. They never really got justice from the system. But this fight is reinvigorating support for them. Y'all, many of you probably heard about Hope Coleman or Terrence Coleman for the first time today. That's why we're doing this. On top of that, it's reinvigorating the fights all over it. There was never protests in Louisville. Now there's protests around Breonna Taylor. 2 years ago, a 15-year-old was killed by Bridgeport police in Connecticut, Jason McGrone. There was a protest on Thursday. They haven't been protesting. They're back out on the streets. This is what I'm saying. This is the real vote. This is how we change society. It is this way. Me and you, everyday people, making our voices known, making our presence known in their faces, not every 4 years, every single day.